Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 dinner recipe ideas that are all budget friendly, vegan, and under $3. And if you haven't seen my last 2 videos, I also did budget friendly meal ideas. The last week's video I did lunch ideas, and the week before that I did breakfast. And then next week I'll be doing a big meal prep video of just one meal that's budget friendly as well. So all the recipes have been under $3 so far. So I just wanted to make this video to share with everybody that it doesn't have to be expensive to go vegan at all. That's one of the main excuses that I hear whenever people say that they can't eat vegan because it's way too expensive, and I'm here to show you that that's not true. It can be expensive depending on what you purchase, you know, like all the fake meats and all the fun vegan junk food products, but if you just stick to whole foods, then it's not that expensive. So I'm here to show you that you can eat delicious vegan meals on a budget. So for the first recipe I have for dinner is actually going to be a very simple recipe that I actually make quite often for lunch, and it's just tofu with vegetables, rice, and a sauce. So I already prepared the tofu, I have the vegetables, and I have a sauce, and I actually got this from Aldi and it's really good. You can use any type of sauce, you can make your own sauce if you want to, but this, I love quick and easy vegan sauces that I can find in the store and just throw it over some, you know, some tofu and vegetables, and then over some type of carb, and it makes for a very easy lunch or dinner when, you know, you're in a hurry. So this is vegan and I got it from Aldi, and it's the Korean barbecue stir fry sauce. And if you go to Aldi or any other grocery store, I'm sure you can find many different sauces like this. If you have the Big Lots near you, they actually always have these sauces as well, and they're always pretty cheap. So for the price breakdown, for the tofu, it was actually $1.99 for 16 ounces. I'm using 4 ounces for my meal, so that equals out to 50 cents. This barbecue sauce was $2. I'm using about 4 ounces, and that equals out to be 67 cents. The broccoli, altogether it was $1.39. I'm using about a cup, and that equals out to be 23 cents. A carrot, the bag of carrots was 89 cents, and 1 carrot equals out to be 6 cents. I'm using 1 bell pepper, and that was $4.31 for 3 of them. They were pretty big. And so I'm using half a pepper, and that equals out to be 72 cents. Rice, the bag of rice from Aldi was $5.49. I'm using the jasmine rice, and I'm using 4 ounces, so that equals out to be 24 cents. The mushrooms were about $1.19. I'm using about a quarter of the container, so that equals out to be 30 cents. So altogether, this meal is $2.71. So this is very affordable, very delicious, and very easy to make. So I already prepped the rice. The rice is already cooked. That's usually what takes the longest. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cook these vegetables in some water and let them cook down, and then add in the tofu and the sauce. So I will show you what it looks like. Alright, so I'm cooking the vegetables in some water. I'm going to cook them down. And if it starts to stick, just add more water, which I did because it started to stick, but you do not have to use oil. You can totally use water and it's fine. Alright, now I'm going to add the tofu. And this is more tofu than 1 serving just because I'm cooking the whole block right now so I can have leftovers, but this isn't how much I'm going to be eating for 1 meal. And then I just added the sauce, so I'll let that simmer for probably about 10 minutes and then it's done. The next recipe is actually a forks over knives recipe that I got from the app, which I love the app. I think it was like $5, but it's totally worth it because there's so many amazing, delicious recipes on there, so definitely check that out. But this recipe I found, and I figured I could probably make it on a budget because the ingredients are pretty simple. So for my whole wheat spaghetti noodles, the whole box was 99 cents. I'm going to use about 4 ounces, and that's 25 cents. A red onion was $1.49 for a bag of 5, and I'm using half of an onion, so that's 15 cents. The minced garlic at Aldi is $1.99, and I'm using 2 tablespoons, so that's about 12 cents. 1 can of chickpeas is 49 cents, and I'm using half a can, and that is about 25 cents. Carrots were 89 cents for a bag. I'm using 1 carrot, and that's 6 cents. Mushrooms, again, were $1.19. I'm using a quarter of the package, so that's about 30 cents. A can of diced tomatoes was $1.25, and I'm using a quarter of the can, so that's about 63 cents. A can of tomato sauce was $1.25. I'm using a quarter of the can, and that is 63 cents. And then optional seasonings are oregano and parsley, which I'm not including that in the price because I figured everybody has those seasonings. But just to note, I got the no salt added for the tomatoes and the tomato sauce, just in case I want to give it to my daughter who is 7 months. She can't have salt, so not adding any salt unless it's to my own dish. Altogether for the chickpea bolognese, for one meal for dinner, it's $2.37. So $2.37, you really can't beat that for a delicious, hearty vegan meal at all. Alright, so for the chickpea bolognese, I just put in some water and heated that up and added the red onions with the garlic, and I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. Okay, next I just added in the carrots and the chickpeas. Okay, and I just added in the mushroom. And I'll let that cook for a few minutes. Alright, so I just added in the tomatoes and the tomato sauce, and now I'm going to add in my oregano and parsley. Alright, so I will let that cook for a few minutes, and then I'll pour it over the whole wheat pasta. And for my last recipe is the sweet potato loaded with vegetables and a peanut sauce. The sweet potatoes were $1.96. I'm using 1 sweet potato for 1 meal, and that's 65 cents. The chickpeas were, again, 49 cents. I'm using about half the can, and that equals out to be 25 cents. Broccoli, again, was $1.39. I'm using about a cup, so that's 23 cents. The bell peppers were $4.31. I'm using half a pepper, so that is 72 cents. Carrots were 89 cents for a bag. I'm using 1 carrot, so that equals out to be 6 cents. The peanut butter was $3.75. I did get the organic kind from Aldi's. And I'm using half a cup, so that's about 12 cents. The rice vinegar was $2.50. I'm using about 1 tablespoon, so that's about 10 cents. Brown sugar was $1.05. I'm using 2 tablespoons, so that's about 3 cents. 1 lime was $1. And I'm using about a quarter of the lime just for the juice, and that was 25 cents. And then red pepper flakes. Again, I'm not adding this to the cost because I figured everybody has red pepper flakes. And then minced garlic was $1.99, and I'm using 2 tablespoons, so that's about 12 cents. So altogether this meal is $2.63. So there you have it, all 3 vegan dinners under $3. Okay, and for the last recipe for the loaded sweet potato, I'm just cooking the pepper, carrot, and broccoli down in some water. And then I'll add in the chickpeas. Okay, so I'm going to make the peanut sauce now that the vegetables are all cooked. So I have my peanut butter in here, and I'll leave the recipe down below as well. All right, so I have my baked sweet potato, my veggies on top, and now I'm gonna add this delicious vegan peanut sauce. It is so good and so creamy. I'll put the recipe down below. Keep on adding water until you get the right consistency, like this. And there you go, it's all done, and that is dinner. All right, so there you have it, 3 delicious vegan, budget-friendly dinners, all under $3. We have the loaded baked sweet potato with vegetables and a creamy peanut sauce, the Korean barbecue tofu with vegetables and rice, and the chickpea Bolognaise over whole wheat noodles from Forks Over Knives. It just goes to show that eating vegan is very affordable, delicious, and easy. So anybody can do it. I strongly suggest you check it out if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up so I know you like these type of videos. Stay tuned for next week's video where I show you a budget-friendly meal prep, and make sure you check out last week's video and the week before that for the other budget-friendly videos for breakfast and lunch. And make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye!